What about angle C now? We know that 90 degrees plus A plus B plus C plus, let's take this angle as Y, is equal to what? 360 degrees? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Angle around a point. We have this point and angle around this will be 360 degrees. Do we know what Y is? Okay, we know 90 degrees plus A plus B is 90 degrees plus C plus Y. Can you tell me what Y is equivalent to?
Sir, it is equal to B, that is 54.
How much will that be?
54.
54 is 360.
Yes.
What's the reason Y is equal to 54 degrees? Vertically opposite angle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what does this total out to be? 90, 90, 180, 180 plus 54?
234.
180 plus 54 is 234.
Yes, sir.
As C is equal to 360. So what is C equal to 360 minus 234, which is?
126.
Right? That is one of the ways. Another way we could have done is, we know that A plus 90 degrees, no, sorry, instead of that, another simpler way. We know that B plus C is 180 degrees. Linear pair? Yes, Sharan?
Yes, sir.
We already know B is 54 plus C is equal to 180. So C will be 180 minus 54, which is 126. Same way. Either of the two methods. There are many methods to solve it. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, anyone in this? Yeah. Let's go on to the next one, 4 and 5. Fourth question, Naisha and who told me for fourth again? Who was for 4?
Sir, me, Varia.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we are given.
Sir, me, Varia.
Yeah, Varia. A, B, we are given D, and we are given C. This is X, Y, Z, and W. We are given that X plus Y is equal to W plus Z. We have to prove AOB, this is O here, is a line. Okay. Maria, tell me, what do we start with?
Sir, we will first do that X plus Y plus W plus Z is 360 degree.
So to prove AOB is a line, what do we need to prove? That X plus Y is equal to 180 degrees, because this becomes a linear pair. If we can prove this, then automatically AOB will be a line. Maria, is that correct, Naisha?
Yes, sir.
Because remember one of the axioms we did, that if two angles add up to 180 degrees, then the two angles make up a line, right? So if we can prove that X plus Y is equal to 180 degrees, then automatically AOB will become a line, right? Now, X plus Y plus Z plus W is equal to 360 degrees, correct? But given X plus Y is equal to W plus Z, it's given already here. So we can write this as X plus Y plus X plus Y is equal to 360 degrees. So 2X plus 2Y is equal to 360 degrees, or 2 into X plus Y is equal to 360 degrees. Taking out 2 common. So X plus Y will be 360 degrees divided by 2, which is 180 degrees. Hence, proof. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Aisha understood?
Yes, sir.
Right? So the axioms and the theorems that we learned earlier are going to be used to solve these kind of problems. Right? First question. In figure 6.17, POQ is a line. POQ, okay. Ray OR is perpendicular to line PQ. So OR is perpendicular. And OS is another line laying between OP and OR. OS. Okay. Prove that angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. Okay. Maria, you asked for this question, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just have unmuted now. Now look here. So what do we need to find? We need to find the relationship between ROS, okay, this angle here, and half of QOS, which is QOS. Let me mark this in another color. QOS minus POS. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now we need to find some relationship between that. Okay? So we are given that OR is perpendicular to PQ and angle POQ is equal to 180 degrees. That's given to us already. Because we said that POQ is a line that's given, right? Are you clear so far, right? What's given? So angle POS plus angle ROS is equal to, what will it measure become? 180 minus 90, which is 90 degrees.
Sir, 90 degrees.
Yeah, but we cannot write 90 directly because
Yes,
we need to write this. If we don't write this step, we lose a mark. So it will be equal to 90 degrees, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
angle, so we are done with POS plus ROS, right? So we know that therefore angle POS plus angle ROS is 90 degrees. So somewhere we are connecting ROS and POS. We're left with ROQ or no, QOS. This is what we want here. So now what is QOS equal to?
Sir,
ROQ plus ROS.
yes, sir.
Right? But we're given that angle ROQ is 90 degrees. Yeah. So therefore, angle QOS is nothing but 90 plus angle ROS or angle QOS minus angle ROS is equal to 90 degrees. Clear so far?
Yes,
now,
sir.
If we take this as 1 and this as equation 2, both are 90 degrees. So we can write this as angle POS. So we can write equating 1 and 2. POS plus angle ROS is equal to angle QOS minus angle ROS. Clear?
Yes, sir.
If I take ROS on the other side, what will I get? Angle POS plus twice of angle ROS is equal to angle QOS. Right? I just transpose this ROS on the other side. Right? Or what will I get? Twice of angle ROS is equal to angle QOS minus angle POS. So therefore, angle ROS is equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. In fact, we write hence proof. Got it, Varya?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. If you want, I'll give you time to copy this down. Anyone else also, if they had a problem in this question, copy it down. If anyone still hasn't understood, let me know. Any other question anyone has a doubt in? Varya done?
Sir, just a second. Yes, sir. Done.
Fine, let's continue now with the chapter that was you were doing. You were doing transversals and parallel lines. Correct? We already saw that if we have two parallel lines and a transversal cuts across them, we have different angles which are made. We saw that there are corresponding angles, we saw alternate angles, we saw co-interior angles, we saw alternate interior and exterior, both angles and co-interior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal. You remember that? Okay. Now, same way we did a few properties related to these angles. Now we can even extend them into different axioms. Okay, let's take out axiom. Axiom 1 again. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. So that's the first axiom that we did. So that what shape does corresponding angles make? I can't hear you. No, your voice is not coming through, Siddharth. No, I think there's an error there. Sanika, what shape does corresponding angles make? Yes, Siddharth, that's correct. Sanika?
Yes, sir.
What shape does corresponding angles make?
Sir, Z.
No. A to Z, remember? Remember we said A to Z alphabet?
Yes, sir.
So the other shape will be?
Sir, F.
F. Okay, easy way to remember. Remember A to Z alphabet. So always alternate angles will be Z shape. So the corresponding angles will make an F shape. Right? So in this case, what will happen is all the corresponding angles, if I can put corresponding angles, let's take corresponding angles as orange. So all the corresponding angles, that means this angle and this angle are equal. This angle and this angle will be equal. This angle and this angle are equal. This angle and this angle is equal, right? Or I can name them, it'll be easier. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3 here, 4 and 4 here. We've already done this, right? Clear about this? Axiom 2. Another axiom related to parallel lines and transversals. Again, if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. This is converse of the earlier one. What basically are saying, we are given two lines. We don't know whether they are parallel or not. Okay? We don't know whether these lines are parallel. But we are given that if a transversal cuts these lines and angle 1 and angle 2 is equal. For example, let's say they both measure 45 degrees. Then automatically L is parallel to L. So this is easily we can conclude. So in a lot of cases, you'll be asked to prove that the lines are parallel. So if you can prove that the alternate angles are, the corresponding angles are equal in any of the transversal cutting of two lines, then automatically the lines become parallel. Is this part clear? Earlier we said that two parallel lines have corresponding angles equal. Now we are saying that if a transversal cuts two lines, any lines, and the alternate angles, the corresponding angles become equal, right? Then automatically these two lines are parallel. So this is proving. Please copy this down. If anyone has any doubts, please ask me. These are very, very important parts used throughout maths and especially all these kind of figures and geometry cases there. Whenever you're asked to prove something, all these will come. Whenever you ask to prove that two lines are parallel, prove that. One of these equations or one of these theorems will come into play. Done, everyone? Raise your hand if you're still copying. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Axiom 3. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate angles is equal. Okay. So again, we have two parallel lines which are given to us. And we have a transversal which intersects them, let this be N. Then the alternate angles are equal. That means alternate angles, you know, they make a Z shape, right? So this angle will be equal to this angle, and similarly in the case that. Right? We've already done this. I hope you don't have any doubts here. Now, similarly, we can prove that if we have two lines and we can prove that the alternate angles are equal, then automatically the lines become parallel. That's axiom 4. What does axiom 4 states? If a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of alternate angles, interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. So what are we given here? We are given two lines. Okay, L and M. We are not given that they are parallel, but we can prove that the alternate interior angles 1 and 2 are equal. Then this means that line L will be parallel to line M. Okay. If you can prove this, that the alternate interior angles are equal, then automatically lines will become parallel. Right? Please copy this down. I hope all this is clear to everyone. There's no doubt and confusion. Are you all done? Anyone still copying? Okay, axiom 5. If if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, okay, so we're given two parallel lines are there. Each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So if I have A plus B, then angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. Right? And conversely, you already know co-interior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal, they're one and the same thing. Similarly, we can say axiom 6. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, no, this is the same one, sorry. Axiom 6. Just a second. So if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. So in this case, what are we given? We are given two lines, but we are not given that they are parallel. So if we have a transversal which cuts through them, and if we can prove that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees, then L is parallel to M. So this is the converse of that, right? Clear? Please copy this down. So everything that we learned is being applied either to prove if parallel lines are given, we can have alternate angles, corresponding angles, or co-interior angles. If the parallel lines are not given and you have to prove them, then what do? We prove either the angles are interior, alternate angles, corresponding angles are equal, then the lines will be parallel, or if the co-interior angles are supplementary, then the lines will be parallel. So three different ways you can prove it, right? And any pair of alternate angles or co-interior angles or corresponding angles can be used. Any pair. It's not necessary only one pair can be used. Any one pair. Have you all finished? Anybody still copying? Raise your hand if you're still copying, anyone? No. Any doubts in whatever we've covered so far? All clear? I want you all to learn all of the axioms, all of the theorems we've done. In tomorrow's lesson, we will be solving a few questions. We'll take a few applicability of these theorems and axioms which are there. I will be leaving a little bit early today as I have some urgent work to be done. Okay, so I want you to learn all these axioms and theorems, whatever we've covered. Tomorrow we'll start applicability. We have a little bit more, one more part to do, which is lines parallel to the same line. And what is that? Okay. Naisha, Arpita, Dhruti, complete the exercise and send that across to me. Any doubts, anyone, whatever we've covered today? So I'll see you all again then tomorrow. Bye, everyone.